Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Lehigh Valley. I'm Anthony Young. I'm the music director here. We are delighted you have joined us here today. Today we're going to start off with a song. And actually, this is something we haven't done in well over a year or so. It's been quite something. We're going to teach you a new song. This is a song that David Ross shared with us several weeks ago. It's called The Greater Good of All. It's a very easy song to pick up. So I'm just going to ask you to watch the words and sing along with me. This is called The Greater Good of All. I am here for the greater good of all. Greater good of all, greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. Yes. Thank you for being here. We are here for the greater good of all. And we're going to take just a moment. I'm going to ask you to join me in an opening prayer. Great and gracious God, this is the day you have made. Just as each new day arrives and unfolds, we celebrate this new day. We celebrate the light that shines from within each one of us, as fresh and as new as every dawn. We give thanks for this opportunity to come together for the greater good of all, to be of one mind, one heart, and as we know the truth and in and through the truth and we know the truth for each other, we are here. We are blessed. We are that greater good for all. We come in love and peace and harmony. And so it is. Amen. And now, one more thing. I'm going to ask you to join us for our opening song. One that you should know. One that gets your feet kicking a little bit. So join in with singing me. This is I'm Choosing Heaven Today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing beauty today. I'm choosing beauty today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing beauty today. heaven right now, singing, I choose compassion today. I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing life today. I'm choosing life today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I choose abundance today. I choose abundance today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I choose abundance today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Amen.
Amen. And good morning. Welcome to Unity of Lehigh Valley. My name is Peggy, and I'm delighted to be assisting Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer and Anthony Young this morning. We are grateful Spirit has led you here through Facebook Live. Our affirmative statements express our Unity denominational statement of belief, as well as our vision and mission of Unity of Lehigh Valley. As I introduce each of our affirmative statements, I invite you to consider joining me in speaking the statement out loud. We hope you also share in the vision and mission for this ministry. What Unity believes. There is only one presence, one power, one activity in my life and in the universe, God the good omnipotence. The vision Unity of Lehigh Valley holds for the world. We co-create an awakened world of peace, harmony, and abundance. The mission that is ours to do. United in love, we provide a positive environment for all people to discover and express their spiritual nature. So Cindy Gunn, great to see your face, Cindy. I haven't seen it in a year now. Will be reading the daily word.
Good morning. Today is March 7th, and the daily word is world peace. Celebrating diversity and affirming unity, I am a presence of peace in the world. The road to world peace begins with my open-hearted acceptance of those who are different from me. Our world is vast and diverse, and its people come from a wide variety of cultures and histories. The more I learn about those whose lives differ from mine, the more I can appreciate their perspectives and empathize with their struggles. When I make the decision to understand others, I discover that judgment fades in the light of compassion. Today, I sow peace through my acceptance and understanding. Peace in the world grows as I join my brothers and sisters in celebrating the glory of human diversity and affirming oneness in God. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 4.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. Great to have you here reading the daily word, something everybody, each one of you can do. We'd be delighted to have anybody come and read our daily word. You can record it and send it to our office. You can contact Karen in the office about that, and she'd be delighted to help you do that. And now we're going to sing our congregational song. This is one that's been around for quite a while, but still touches our hearts. Please join with me as we sing The Greatest Thing. Greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. I want to know you more. I want to know greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. I want to love you more. I want to love you more. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. I want to serve you more. I want to serve you more. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. Yes. And now we are delighted to have with us a couple of people we've had with us in the past that we've always enjoyed and have always been touched and inspired by. Please help me welcome Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer.
Oh. Good morning, everybody. I was just running in the other room so I could take a picture of a painting that the last time we were at Unity of Lehigh Valley, we fell in love with this painting. And I don't know if you know the story, but this is the painting. I want to just hold it up so you can see it. I hope you can see that, but it was from one of your beloved artists who I can't read her name, but it's adorning, is that the word? Our living room. And so we have fond memories of being with you all. So we're glad to be here. We're coming to you all the way from Florida. We moved down to Florida back in April of last year and enjoying the weather down here. And I heard that you had 3 feet of snow, so perhaps you might be a little jealous of us right now. But we're going to do our music and messages all sort of combined with a meditation as well. So we're going to get started here with a song. It's called No Mud, No Lotus. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, well, they also awoke you to the questions that you needed to ask. Sleepless nights and dizzying heights, and the dreams, some of which came true. Tough breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you. And everything hurt, it made you softer. If it was hard, it fueled the hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold. If it was simple, it made you wise. If it was sweet, it made you smile. Weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet, they walked, and your lips, they talked, and your hands dug around for the proof. Every look, every book, picture in your mind that you took created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you, grows you. And everything you go through grows you. Exposes the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lovers in the swoon of the deep blue sky. And as time flew, you planted and gathered your truth as it passed before your eyes. And the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just beneath the skin. And in the glow of your own light, your petals open wide, and you bloom right where you are. And everything you go through grows you, grows you. And everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask.
Things that broke you also awoke you. And as we have started this Easter season, we're going to talk about cracking open the egg this morning. You know, there's multiple things that we think of when Easter season is upon us, and there are so many holiday and ritual traditions that are celebrated at this time of year. When we think of Easter, we think of bunnies, we think of eggs, we think of food coloring. And in my mind, where do those things come from? Where do they tie into this Easter season? Why eggs? What do eggs have to do with Easter? Why do we color eggs? Does color actually work on brown eggs or green eggs, or does it just work on white eggs? Why the Easter bunny? I mean, bunnies are cute and all, but then there's chicks, and the chicks are the ones that actually lay the eggs. So why does the Easter bunny put eggs in the basket instead of the chicks? Why do we encourage kids to eat baskets and baskets of candy? Peeps. Really? Hot cross buns, ashes, fasting, palm leaves, crucifixion, resurrection, ascension. All of these things have a different symbolic representation in all of these beautiful traditions around the world. But again, why do we color eggs? There has to be something to that. So we're gonna take a little journey through that mud, through that cracking open, through that breaking through, so that we can journey through this Easter holiday with maybe a little more understanding. I know I got a much deeper understanding when I brought this into my consciousness. As with most Christian holidays, the symbolism has to go back to what is now defined in many circles as paganism, but is more accurately described as the earth cycle rituals and ceremonies that were honored before Christianity morphed them into holidays around the life of Yeshua. So I started to piece together my own understanding, and it led me back to some unexpected roots and connections to my own family history. So, cracking open the egg. We all know the Easter story of Christianity in some level of detail, and I'm going to go through a quick, simplified, metaphysical, and energetic view. When Yeshua was baptized by John the Baptist, it began the cleansing process that opened up consciousness to a new truth about to birth through him. Ash Wednesday kicks off the season of Lent to remind us of a baptism, a letting go of old concepts to make space for a new way of being. Ashes indicate the burning away of lower frequency thoughts and emotions so that spirit, which we also know to be the sacred breath, can reveal our truth. Ashes are placed on the third eye to erase error we allow to form in our subconscious body and open our spiritual channels to fill the void with our increasing awareness toward truth. This cleansing and replacing instigates a challenge between soul and ego. And I don't know if you're like me, but I sure know, I'm very familiar with that challenge between soul and ego. That duality conflict leads us through a discernment phase as we strip away everything we believe to be true and walk for 40 days and 40 nights through the desert. The desert represents the subconscious. The number 40 represents a period of trial, tribulation, and testing, which we are masters at doing to ourselves and our human mind. We fast, or metaphysically, we deny our ego from getting the best of us as we empty our physical, emotional, and mental bodies of that which does not serve our highest good, our highest God, our highest self. Finally, we return with conviction and self-proclamation to shine brighter and speak our truth, yet we are faced with the extreme naysayers and accusers who we perceive as torturing us, until we finally hang on a cross to crucify the whole personality that must completely die off for our own good, our own God, our own self. The cross, a vertical axis representing the celestial, spiritual, positive, active, and masculine energies intersecting the horizontal axis of the earthly, rational, negative, passive, and feminine energies. The center of that cross represents the spiritual union and integration of the soul. Passing through Good Friday, we experience the physical death of this old personality. Thanks to physics and thermodynamic law of conservation of energy, we know that energy can neither be created or destroyed. Energy can only be transferred or changed from one form to the other. So the energy once flowing through our physical body is now resurrected on Easter Sunday into higher consciousness, light energy, as ascended consciousness. Did you know that Easter doesn't end on Easter Sunday? Eastertide continues for another 50 days to celebrate and consider the transformation that occurred. 50 is symbolic of the fusion between body and soul, mind and spirit. The number 50 represents our values as they relate to our ultimate goals and aspirations as we learn to obey our inner feelings to know thyself. This is a light body transmutation that surpasses time and space and forms new awarenesses and realities in our life. The full integration replaces our old mental constructs with new messages and beliefs for higher consciousness living. What happens? We conclude the Easter season with Pentecost, a day that honors our awakening, our rebirth, our escape from darkness, our journey further into the light, our substantial shift where the I am presence is real and palpable within every molecule of our being, where we intersect the vertical and horizontal dimensions of life. We are birthed anew with no energetic ties to the old patterns, thoughts, and emotions of our old self. The process of death and resurrection was honored long before the story of Yeshua and prior to the formation of Christianity or Easter being defined as a Christian holiday. The process was organically honored when communities were still intimately connected to the seasons, to the earth, to the cyclical cosmic process rather than a single linear lifetime. Call it pagan, call it earth-honoring tradition, call it shamanism. Prior to Christianity and following Yeshua's teachings as a master shaman or ascended master, the earth herself modeled the path to spirituality. Cultures depended on the fertility of the earth and lived ceremoniously with the sun and moon cycles. One simply had to follow their lead and integrate their unspoken messages and teachings to expand their consciousness. Spring equinox represents the return of the sun god from the underworld, the rebirth of light, life, and creation. Civilizations worldwide conduct ceremony to welcome a fertile spring, a time of renewal, regeneration, and resurrection. It is no surprise that the Council of Nicaea established that Easter would always fall on the Sunday following the first full moon after the spring equinox. The word Easter comes from German earth-honoring ritual dating back as far as the 11th century BCE and practiced well into the 10th century of the Common Era, where Ostra was recognized as the fertility goddess. Ostra is associated with the coming of spring and the dawn, and her festival is still celebrated at the spring equinox. So, why in the world do we color eggs? That's still the burning question. Before we begin to crack open that mysterious egg, I want to invite you into a meditation. And as you are comfortable and as you are ready, I invite you to close your eyes, soften your gaze, relax your shoulders, receive that sacred breath, receive that life force, receive the spirit that is running through on the air that is entering through your nose, entering into your body, settling into your heart space. Oxygenating all your cells and releasing what your cells do not need. I invite you to think back to your life experiences over this winter season. Winter is our time to look inward, whether we deliberately looked at ourselves or not. There are always lessons and situations that force us to go there, whether we want to or not. So sink deeper into that winter season. And in this moment, think back to the past 40 days. errors have you erased to open your luminous light body even more to the consciousness of the universe? What aspects of your personality, the mask that others see, did you shift to align with higher frequencies of light? What pieces of your ego were shed to expose and share more of your luminous light with those around you? What is the new you that wants to rebirth during this season? What wishes want to spring forth or resurrect to complete this transmutation of mental construct? Allow yourself a moment to consider this time of rebirth, to consider this time of reflection, to consider this time leading up to a resurrected self.
You are not your story. No, no, no. You are not your story. No, no, no. You are not your story. Let it go. You are not your story, let it go. It's a figment of your imagination. It's fleeting and it's ever changing, but you are not your story, no, no, no. Because you are light, because you are light, because you are light. You are not your body, no, no, no. You are not your body, no, no, no. You are not your body, let it go. You are not your body, no, no, no. Because you are light, because you are light, because you are light. It was given for your every pleasure, a temporarily greatest treasure, but you are not your body, no, no, no. Because you are light, because you are light, because you are light. And we radiate just like the oldest stars. And we permeate the thickest walls, and we shine right through it all.
You are the divine, you are the grace. And every single star is a sun. We are not the many, we are the one. Because we are light, because we are light, because we are light, and we radiate just like the oldest stars.
We radiate, we radiate, we radiate like the oldest stars. In that meditation, as you sit and honor the end of this meditative process, I invite you to honor the imagery that came through. You journeyed through your own path of rebirthing. Take a moment and connect the final dots. Ask for any final messages to help you through this integration process. Bless this part of your journey and invite the unknown potential of the next part of your journey as you set an intention. Make a mental note of any symbols and colors that came into your consciousness during this meditation. And as you are comfortable feeling that life force activated in every cell and every memory and every thought and every intention of this meditation, I invite you to call forth the physical presence of your body in the space that you are in. Feel the seat under you, the floor beneath your feet, and welcome yourself back into the room through the airwaves on this virtual event. So, hopefully you received many messages and set grand intentions for this beautiful, beautiful Easter spring season. And the question remains, why do we color eggs? We all have probably dipped a few eggs into food coloring over the years, and we've probably also seen the elaborately intricate eggs painted in the Ukraine or the beautifully jeweled Fabergé eggs from Russia. Why would we choose one of the most common fragile objects we know, an egg, for such a canvas? The egg has a long history of ritualistic and shamanic use around the world. It represents life, fertility, birth, creation, the womb, and the goddess. Therefore, the egg is a natural symbol for spring festival when new life and new dawn are beginning. When Christianity spread throughout the world, the holistic connection between human and nature rebirthing together in springtime was lost. The symbolism was translated into an individual's personal rebirth, most specifically, Yeshua breaking out of the tomb or the womb or our beloved egg. The Ukrainian folk tradition of inscribing designs on eggs with beeswax is called pisenki and dates back to at least 1300 BCE. The traditional symbols used in Ukrainian egg painting come from the matriarchal Tripilian culture that existed about 6,000 years ago. Their entire society was based on the cycles of Mother Earth. Therefore, many of the traditional symbols used in egg painting connect to the divine feminine. The pisanka, or decorated egg, is the result of a meditative and prayerful process, transforming the egg itself into a talisman for the artist or the recipient. When used intentionally in ceremony, it becomes a tool for magic and transformation. Think of the egg as the universe. Imagine the shell of that egg as the crust of the earth, the egg white as magma, the yolk as the core. So adding color to the egg defines the energetic frequency you or the creator bestows upon it, bestows upon the earth. Combine color with symbols and designs, and you create your own intentional micro-universe that can be then used in ceremony for manifestation. With this awareness, we can now recall some of the symbols and colors that were prominent in our meditation and find the medicine within that experience. With what you recall of your meditation, imagine for a moment sitting by candlelight and inscribing your own personal wishes, your dreams, your hopes onto an egg. The egg represents the universe of your own personal micro-universe. The flame of the candle represents transformation and alchemy. The beeswax used to layer and create the patterns between coloring is connected to the bee, which pollinates the earth. The colors and symbols you inscribe represent your intentions. What do you wish to prayerfully pollinate in the world? What do you wish to prayerfully pollinate in your own life? I encourage you to meditatively or physically create your spring rebirth intention on your own. Find the meaning of colors and symbols that resonate with you. Go through the process to complete your masterpiece, activating the egg with color and geometric vibration. Hold the finished egg close to your mouth and whisper your prayers into it to further activate the talisman with sound vibration. Rub the egg all over your physical or energetic body and envision it pulling out those old stories, those old energies. Take the egg into nature and bury it in the ground, releasing all of your heavy energy, activating those prayers, and asking the earth to nourish your dreams. You are not your body. You are not your story. You are light. Your illumination starts with a thought. Thought turns to words. Words become action. Action brings dreams to life. Living an activated life creates reciprocity with the all that is.
Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. 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 These are the things, these things we need. From the time you rise to the time you sleep, every step you take, every breath do these, do these. And everyone you pass on every street, every eye you meet, every friend you keep, do these, do these, do these. Come on, y'all, sing it with us. It's really easy. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. These are the things, these things that we need. And if you look back at the world from space, all you see is one human race. Do these, do these. And if you stand in the shoes of another you, will find that these three things will set you free. You free, you free. Come on, y'all, put your hands together with us, sing it with us. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. These are the things, these things that we need. Well, the world, it cries for your beauty inside. Can you hear it sing? Can you hear it scream? Do these, do these. 'Cause in the face of hate we separate, in the arms of love we radiate. Do these, do these, do these. All right, come on, last time, sing it out loud. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, and good deeds. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. These are the things, these things that we need. These are the things, these things that we need. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for that beautiful
Thank
message.
you.
Cracking
Thank
the
you.
egg. So good to be with you guys. And we'll pass it back over.
Now is the time in our service when we have the opportunity to share our gifts of love. We know that money is simply one more channel for the energy of God's good to flow in and through us. We gratefully accept these generous gifts and bless the gift and the giver without knowing how Spirit uses us to bless this ministry and the world. So we bless the gifts we hold in our hands by affirming together, the activity of Spirit through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. The core value we celebrate for the month of March is community. Experiencing ourselves as connected, we honor each part of the greater whole in the world through thought, word, and deed. For prayer support, the prayer partners at Silent Unity are available to pray with you. Call them at 800-NOW-PRAY or go online to silentunity.org to submit your prayer requests. Reverend Sandy is also available for prayer support. Please email ulv@unitylv@rcn.com to schedule a call. Our ULV prayer chaplains continue to remain active while we are not meeting in our sanctuary. please feel free to reach out to your prayer chaplain. And if you're not sure of who your prayer chaplain is, please contact the office. So our gratitude for today. Thank you, Bob and Shannon, for their uplifting message and beautiful music today. Thank you to Jen Hertwig for being platform assistant last week, and to Kennedy Spencer for reading the Daily Word. And thank you to all who attended our annual meeting last Sunday. So if you're grateful for something about ULV or have something to celebrate and you'd like to see it in the weekly email, just send a note to the office by Tuesday of each week. Please join us next Sunday, March 14th, as we welcome back Reverend Sandy Butler. Unity of Lehigh Valley continues to incur routine bills even while we're not meeting in our sanctuary. Your continued gifts assure the ongoing work that we do and maintaining our building to return to. There is a donate button on the top navigation bar of our website where you can pay through PayPal or mail a check directly to ULV or set up a weekly or monthly payment from your bank. Please contact the office if you have any questions on how to get your donation to the church. Are you looking for more connection during this time? Rick Stober is inviting you to join him on a Zoom meeting for a daily coherence call at 11:30 each morning. Feel free to join once a week or every day. Details on how to join the meeting are in our weekly email. We are now allowing up to 5 congregants in the sanctuary for our Sunday service as we transition slowly into reopening Unity of Lehigh Valley. Please see the Wednesday email for further details on how to reserve your seat. A group of people from Unity of Lehigh Valley are participating together in a book podcast club that meets weekly on Monday nights. Each week we discuss chapters from a selected book or podcast. We select content that has a spiritual flavor. So please see the Wednesday email for details on how to join the podcast and the topic each week. We are inviting congregants to record themselves on their phone reading the daily word. Please contact the office at unitylv@rcn.com if you would like to participate. Details are in our weekly email. We only have people scheduled through next Sunday, so please email the office if you're willing to participate. We need some volunteers. Today was the last day we have someone scheduled to record themselves for reading the daily word, so please contact Karen at the office at unitylv@rcn.com to be placed on the schedule. If you do not receive the daily word, Karen will send you the text for that day. Are you interested in helping with our live stream service? If so, the AV team is looking for volunteers. We are in the process of rebuilding our AV team, and our team members should be comfortable with a computer and able to respond to internet glitches as they arise. AV team members will be trained to operate our new camera equipment, operate the soundboard, and bring in speakers via the Zoom platform on our Facebook Live service. Please contact the office if you would be interested in joining this very important team. We're also adding to our list of platform assistants, and we talked about that already. Our monthly fellowship meeting via Zoom is next week with Reverend Sandy. The Zoom link will be on the Wednesday email. We are in the midst of seeking our new permanent senior minister. Let's join together as we affirm our right and perfect minister will appear to us. Filled with the spirit of divine love and wisdom, we are guided and directed in our thoughts, our words, and our actions as we move toward the employment of the right minister for the highest good of this ministry. And so it is. Thank you, God. So today's birthday Sunday. Yippee! Okay, so the March birthdays for our membership are Bev Friedman, Tina Fritzinger, Dale Parkhurst, John Ptolemy, and Sandy Stober. Happy birthday to everyone.
Birthday. Yes, happy birthday, happy birthday. And now, let's all sing it. Happy birthday to you. all of our birthday people this month. Yes, it's been a joy to be here with you today. We have come together, we have celebrated, we have enjoyed life. And now we just ask you to join together with us as we continue to celebrate, as we sing our peace song. And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, brothers and sisters all are we. Let me walk with my family perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. May peace prevail in the hearts and minds of all beings. And so it is. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.